What that mean about your vagina?
Your hotel.
It's nothing. Do you know if a man like you, he is gonna grab you out the game and have you next to him?
Yeah, but you already said that she's not messing with those kind of guys.
Well, she's the type of woman where she acts like she's not a whore. I thought a whore was a woman who sleeps around and causes drama. That's what I thought it was.
I mean, it's just all
different.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
different.
So you could just be a one-man woman and still be considered a whore?
Yeah, if you use deception to get what you want from men, you're a whore. And,
Okay, so she's a slut whore.
Right, yeah.
She's a slut whore.
Yeah, like I don't think you can come back from being a slut whore, but I think you can come back from being a whore that uses deception. Because you just ain't found nothing greater than you yet to submit to. But when you start giving your body away, that's a big part of your integrity, your body.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Craig, and it's like we talking about almost everybody.
Let me say all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach Bahashem, Ruach HaKadosh, double honors to you elders out there, and to you, the hopeful elect, we say Shalom. Real quick, Craig is wrong on this one, and I'm speaking when he talk about a whore, saying that a woman sleeping with one man, but if she using deception, she's considered a whore. And when Corey said he thought a whore was somebody that's sleeping around, he's he's right. He's more right than Craig. Now, let me say this. If a woman's sleeping with one man and yet she using deception or she using her body to get rewards or to get gain, even though she's sleeping with one man, she's considered a prostitute. That's the right terminology that Craig should be using. There's a big difference between a prostitute and a whore. And matter of fact, let me bring it up on the screen right quick. Hold up. Okay, we at online etymology of dictionary. And so let's put in prostitute so I can show you what I'm talking about. And let's go over here. So we see prostitute means, in the origins of the word, that's what etymology means, to offer to indiscriminate sexual intercourse, usually in exchange for money. Okay, that's one word for prostitute. But let's go on. To place before or in front. I want y'all to think about that. Hence, to expose in the public. That's what prostitution means. Go down here. C pro, to cause to stand, to establish. The STA, to stand, make, or be firm. Okay? So when you're dealing with the etymology of this word, it not only means to exchange, sexual intercourse for money, but it also means to place before or in front of people, or to hence expose yourself in the public. That's what prostitution is. So if a woman's sleeping with one man and yet she's using her body in deception for gain or for money or was for some type of reward, she's a prostitute because she's exposing herself in the public before others in order to captivate people's mind and capitalize off of what she exposing herself in the public with, which more than likely 9 times out of 10 is her body, because a lot of women don't have nothing to offer men outside their body. So they expose themselves in the public in order to get gain, money. So that's a prostitute. Now, a whore is something totally different. Okay. Now let's go to the Bible to get a clear understanding of what a whore is. And we're going to bring up the Hebrew word for, this thing called a whore. Right? And we go to, let's go Ezekiel first. Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 15. Let's see what it say. But thou didst trust in thy own beauty and played the harlot because of thy renown, and poured out thy fornication on everyone that passed by. His it was. So when Corey said it was somebody that's sleeping around, he's right. Because you see this, it's a woman that passed out that box to everyone that passed by. In other words, every man that come into her vicinity or into her space and whisper to her some sweet good nothings and able to get her in a sack, that's a whore. That's a harlot. Okay? And that's a big difference. A whore That's her identity. That's the difference. A prostitute, she can, sleep with multiple people, but in relation to what Craig was saying, as far as one man she only sleeping with, but using deception or maybe using her body, that's a prostitute because she exposing herself publicly in order to get rewards, in order to get gain, in order to get money. But a whore, that's her identity. She's known for sleeping around. She's known for being easy. She is known for a high body count. She's known in today's vernacular for being a 3 or 4. Now let's bring up this the Hebrew word for harlot, and let's see what it say. Okay, let's go a little deep. All right, in Hebrew, this is the T-A. Okay. This is the Y, and this is the N-I. All right, this will be pronounced Tawai. Okay, Tawani. Okay. I'm sorry, this is the Z, the TZ. All right, so this will be Tots-ni. All right, but anyway, it means to commit fornication, and fornication means, it don't mean a single man sleeping with a single woman. All right. I did a message over there on Cut a Spoken Truth talking about what is fornication. Fornication is not what we have been taught. Again, a man sleeping with a single woman. That's not fornication, because the scripture teaches that when you sleeping with somebody, that become your wife. Sex consummates marriage, not no contract. Okay. So when they talk about fornication, it's really talking about adultery, being an adulterer or being an adulteress. Okay, or bestiality or homosexuality. Go look up, go study the chapters Leviticus 18 to Leviticus 20. It spells out to you, or exposed to you, what fornication is all about. Okay, and you'll find out it's about bestiality, it's about homosexuality, it's about adultery, it's about incest. Okay, that's what fornication consists of. Okay, but it means to commit fornication, be unfaithful, abandon someone to fornication. That's what whores do. They abandon their posts. They can't stay with just one man. And if they with a man, they are unfaithful to that man and giving that box up to somebody else. So a whore is not somebody sleeping with just one man. She may be a prostitute, and she can be a prostitute. All right. But a whore is someone that's sleeping around with multiple men. They is unfaithful. Okay, let's see what it says down here. It's construed with an accusative following of the fornicator or adulterer. You see that? So, yeah, man, a whore is something totally different. It's the identity. And a woman sleeping with one man or only being with one man, her identity is not that of a whore. Now, she may be a prostitute. She may be prostituting herself out, for gain, because prostitution is more than just having sexual intercourse in order to get gain or in order to get money. It could be you exposing yourself to the public, right? And you go up and down Instagram, you'll see that a lot of them women are prostitutes, because all they do all day is show off their ass, show off their breasts, as the old folks like to say, or their cleavage. They show off their body. They in swimsuits, they in bathing suits, they in whatever the case may be. They are prostituting themselves because they want you to come and follow them. They want you to come and like. They want you to come on their live. They want to be able to monetize their body that they are putting out before you in the public. Okay, so they are prostitutes, right? But a whore, that's her identity. She's sleeping around with multiple men, and you have a lot of whores out here. Okay, so that's the difference. So I had to come on here and break that down right quick. All right, Shalom.